Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome to the episode 2 review of Superman and Lois. And I just gotta say, I love this show. Everything about it is so well done. The writing, just French kisses all over. It's honestly some of the best superhero television show that, I mean, and let's be honest, this is 100% movie quality. What I said last week still stands. This show is movie quality. From the CGI to the just overall special effects, everything about it is beautiful. The cinematography, it is shot, the angles, the score, everything about this show just stands out and is so well done. And I really love what they did with this episode. You had a juxtaposition of Superman and Clark with one son, and you had Lois and the other son. And you got stories of Clark and you got stories of Lois all within this episode. It was beautifully written. One plotline / story didn't feel too heavy, while the other one got left in the dust. It didn't happen. This is amazing writing to the max. I wish all the shows like this. Seeing this show kinda hurts The Flash. Like I mentioned in my Flash review, link up in the little card. The quality of the show, the writing of this show, while The Flash is a CW show, it's hurting those shows. And I'm like, It's kind of a good thing Supergirl's ending this season, because the quality of this show is just so well done. It blows Supergirl out of the water, and as you can tell, Supergirl was my favorite. But now, this show, hands down, in 2 episodes, has just taken me by storm. Like I said, special effects, Superman. Just Superman being Superman is fantastic. This shots over Metropolis with Lex's ship and him stopping it and taking it back through the atmosphere. Him fighting the robot version of the other Earth X. And I really am. This is one little thing that I kind of noticed. Clark is wondering how about this other world Lex. Why doesn't he think of Crisis? You got Flash and everything mentioning Crisis. Why is Clark not mentioning Crisis? That's one thing that it goes back to that not tying into the Arrowverse where nothing's really mentioned. That would have been the perfect time. It must be Crisis. And then, like, I know we got a long season, and hopefully they touch upon it. And I'm sure they'll have 1 or 2 moments touching into the Arrowverse, as they should. But I'm really on edge when it comes to that, and it's a small little thing, because the show's just so great that, to be honest, I honestly don't care if it's connected or not. Like, the only thing CW about this show is that they borrowed the actors. And let me tell you, the acting got stepped up. This is not CW acting. Lois alone. Lois was the biggest question mark when it came to this show. How was Lois going to play a role in it? We all love Superman, but how is Lois going to play a role in this show? And this episode shows how Lois is going to play a role. You have this whole journalism, Morgan Edge plot going on that is just intriguing as hell. Lois quitting the not Daily Bugles, that's Spider-Man. The Daily Planet, my bad. Lois quitting and joining the Smallville Gazette. Fantastic. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. And with the preview of someone blows up Lois's car or tries to blow up Lois, it's intriguing and it's interesting, and it's what these superhero shows should be. This show is what the show should be. And to be honest, DC came to fight when it comes to this show. WandaVision, like, I love WandaVision, But this show, I can't wait for each episode. And then the whole other Lex having to fight black suit Superman and basically an army against him, and he just heat visions the whole trench of soldiers. This is amazing. I just adore this show. It is just hit after hit after hit, and I just really find it the most interesting and the most excited for a DC show that I've ever been. Like, yeah, Arrow season 1, 2, Flash season 1 and 2, and Supergirl season 1, I was excited for, and like I loved watching it week after week. But this honestly feels like I'm way in between movies. And this episode was only an hour long, but it had enough material and everything in it that I just was on the edge of my seat the entire time. We got to see the fortress and Jordan go into the fortress, and they're scanning him, and they don't know. I want to know what's going to happen there. And I'm just really intrigued. The actor they got to play Jor-El, I'm not too sure because it doesn't quite look like a Jor-El to me. I don't know how to feel about that, but it's such a small part that it really doesn't matter when you look at the rest of the show. I can't wait to see Jordan actually interact at the high school. Jonathan, the way his whole thing with the high school has been going on, I'm really intrigued of how that's going to play out. Because basically, because Jordan kissed ex-quarterback's girlfriend, the whole football team has put it out against Jonathan. Clark shows up to practice. The brother dynamic, everything's so well done in this show. The rating for this week's episode, I have to give it a 9. It does drop a little points just because of the whole, I'm really confused about Clark with Lex. I want to see how that plays out. But, I mean, it's almost perfect. Like, it's just that good. And, of course, this is just not me. I want to know what you thought of this episode. Let me know in the comments below. Come join the Discord. It's a great way to continue interactions and conversations about the episode, and just overall Marvel, DC. Even come to our Twitch. Link to both of those are in the description below. And if you really have enjoyed this video and want to know my thoughts as we continue this show and the other superhero shows and a bunch of other stuff, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Later.